Good morning, children. I hope all are keeping well, and I hope class 8 children are watching this video. So, this is our first initiative for YouTube. Some contents we are preparing, and already in WhatsApp many contents have been sent, and I hope you might have started also. In one link also I had sent MindSpark, and there also you might have started solving some question, and I hope many of you might have got habituated by your first chapter at least, but then also I know that many of you might be facing lots of problems. So today from this video we are starting, and we'll try to continue this for whole syllabus if school will not reopen. So we'll try to send you videos. And through this you can see and you can learn properly, but one request will be there always. Whenever you are watching this video, please be with you. Means you must be having your pen, pencil and copy, and together you write and learn. So before starting, I would like to show you this year which book we are going to run, and that is Mathematics for Class 8. You can see Paris Agrawal. Many of you might be having many, and I know that you might not have purchased books, but not to worry if you have books or not, that does not matter. Contents already have been sent on WhatsApp, and through YouTube also you can see and you can learn. So you have many contents like that, just you see rational numbers, exponents, squares and square roots, cubes and cube roots, many others are there. So these all the things we are going to learn this year. And your chapter starts with rational numbers. So here you see what things you are going to learn: rational numbers, that positive and negative rational numbers, properties of rational numbers, then you have standard form of rational numbers, then you see comparison of rational numbers, and your exercise starts here. Here you see express minus 3 by 5 as a rational number with denominator, and many other questions are there. But before solving this exercise 1a, before coming to this exercise, I think in this video whatever contents are being given or whatever things are being discussed, if you listen properly, you will follow properly, I think you will be able to solve this exercise. No other help will be required. If you are watching this video very sincerely, I don't think any other help will be required to solve this exercise 1a. So let's start. Here you see our things start with rational numbers, and what things we are going to discuss in this video, they are, here you see, firstly positive rational numbers. Because rational numbers are of two types, positive rational numbers and negative rational numbers. Then you have some properties of rational numbers that we are going to discuss. Then we have standard form of rational number, how we will express in standard form. Then you have comparison of rational number, comparison of rational number. And then you have exercise. So in exercise 2 questions, if you will get time you can discuss, otherwise you will be able to solve. So let's start our rational numbers. So here you see what are rational numbers first of all. So you know integers. So what are integers? Counting numbers, negative counting numbers including 0 is called integers, right? So what are rational numbers? So any two integers which can be expressed in the form of a by b, where a and b are integers. It means what? It may be positive counting number or negative counting number. Where a and b are integers, and B must not be equal to 0. This is remember. B must not be equal to 0. So any number you take as an example. Suppose 5 by 10. Two integers you have. 5 and 10 in place of A, 5 you have, in place of B, 10 you have. Right? 5 by 10. And here you can clearly be saying B is not equal to 0. So this number is what? Rational number. Second example you take, any other number you take, minus 5 by 9. Here numerator you have negative, denominator is positive, then also this is rational number. Here you have suppose 3 by minus 11. Denominator we have negative, numerator is positive, then also this is what? Rational number. Any other number you take, suppose 5 or minus 3. So these numbers are rational numbers or not? These also are rational numbers. Why? Because if denominator in denominator nothing is there, it means 1 is there. If nothing is there, it means what? 1 is there. So my 5 can be written in the form of A by B. Minus 3 also can be written in the form of A by B, where A is equal to minus 3 and B is equal to 1. So these all are rational numbers. I hope you understood. And what are positive rational numbers and negative rational numbers? Here you see what are positive rational numbers and negative rational numbers. So here you see 5 by 10. Here both numerator and denominator is what? Positive. So this is what? Positive rational number. What this will be say? Positive rational number. Any other number you take? Here you see minus 5 by 9. This is what? If anyway either in numerator or denominator negative sign is there, it means that is negative rational number. So this is what? Negative rational number. Negative rational number. One thing you need to remember, if 5 by 10 where A is positive and B is positive, this is positive rational number. But suppose if minus 5 and minus 10 is there, what it will be? This will be also positive rational number. Why? Because minus and minus can be cancelled. So this will become positive. So one thing can be remember, if in numerator and denominator same sign is there, in numerator and denominator if same sign is there, either positive or negative, then that rational number will be called positive rational number. And if either in numerator or in denominator negative sign will be there, then that will be called negative rational numbers. So I hope you understood rational numbers. Any two integers which can be expressed in the form of A by B where B is not equal to 0 and both A and B must be integers, then that is called rational numbers. Two types are there, positive rational number and negative rational number. Positive is what? If in numerator and denominator or in place of A and B both are either positive or negative. Both A and B must be either positive or negative, then they are positive rational numbers. And any of A or B or any of numerator or denominator, if that is negative, then that is negative rational numbers. I hope you understood. Next we have some properties of rational numbers. Property 1 we have, just you see, if A by B is a rational number and M is a non-zero integer, then A by B can be written as A into M by B into M. This is also called equivalent fraction. So here you see how we write. Suppose any number you have A by B, in place of A by B you have suppose 2 by 3. So this can be written as 2 into 5 divided by 3 into 5. So this will be 5 2 ja 10 and 3 5 ja 15. So this will be called equivalent fraction. 10 by 15 will be called the equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. So any number, any rational number in the form of a by b can be written in this way. Those can be multiplied by the same integer, non-zero integer, and can be written. Next you have if a by b is a rational number and m is a common divisor of a and b, then a by b is equal to a divided by m and b divided by m. So in previous property what we had seen multiplication, here what we have division. Same thing is there. Suppose any number you take, suppose 20 by 40, right? So here your common divisor is what? Your common divisor is, it can be 5, it can be 10, it can be 20 also. So 20 divided by 2 also, 10 and 40 divided by 10. Got it? So it can be written 2 by 4. So this also can be written as 20 divided by 2 and 40 divided by 2, which means 10 by 20. So these all are equivalent fractions, right? So finally what we got, if a by b is a rational number and m is a common divisor, then a and b can be written in this form, a divided by m and b divided by m. Next you see property third. Let a by b and c by d c by d be two rational numbers, then a by b is equal to c by d. That implies a into d is equal to b into c. That will be always equal. Just you see, suppose any number you take, 2 by 3 is equal to equivalent fraction of 2 by 3 will be 4 by 6, right? So if 2 by 3 is equal to 4 by 6 and that is equal, then it can be written as 2 into 6 is equal to 3 into 4. It will come equal, just you see, 2 6 is 12 and 3 4 is 12, it means both are equal. So this can be written in this form also. So any two fractions you have or rational numbers you have, a by b is equal to c by d, then in this form it can be written a into d is equal to b into c. This is also called cross multiplication. Okay. Next we have comparison of rational numbers. So how we will compare the numbers? Simply in integers you can see. In suppose you have, this is your number line. Suppose this is 0. Right side your positive counting number is there, 1 2 3 4. Here you have -1, -2, -3 and all. So simply by seeing these numbers in number lines we can understand if from 0 rightward you are moving, numbers are increasing. Means 2 is greater than 1, 1 is greater than 0, 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3, likewise. And if you are moving leftward, the number gets decreased. -1, -2, -3, here you see 0 is greater than -1, -1 is greater than -2 and -3 is greater than -2 is greater than -3. So in this way, in simple way we understand this how it is done. But when rational number is there, how will you know that among 3 by -4 and -5 by 6 which is greater? So just we will learn how it will be done. You see, first step is what we will do. This should be written in standard form. So 3 by -4 you have. So what is required to be done? Always remember, in denominator negative sign will not be there, right? So it can be written as 3 into, how it will be removed? You multiply -4 by -1. -4 into -1. So it will become -3 by 4. So when denominator is positive, then this is called in standard form, right? So first you convert into standard form. Now you have minus 3 by 4 and minus 5 by 6. You have minus 3 by 4 and minus 5 by 6. Now how we will know which number is greater or which one is smaller? What is needed to be done? You find out the LCM of denominator, right? So you know how to find out LCM. 4 and 6 you have. Find out LCM. 2 2 is 4, 2 3 is 6. So your LCM is 2 into 2 into 3 and that is equal to 12. So your LCM you got 12. Now you have to make equivalent fraction by making denominator 12. Because LCM you have got 12. So by making denominator 12 you need to make equivalent fraction. So minus 3 by 4 into what number is required to be multiplied by 4 so that it will become 12? What number is required to be multiplied by 4 so that it will become 12? 3 is required to be multiplied. So in denominator you are multiplying 3. In numerator also it can be multiplied. It will be multiplied. So minus 3 into 3 will become minus 9 by 12. Now second number you have the same thing will be required to be done over here. Minus 5 by 6 and that is equal to same thing you apply over here. Denominator is required to be made 12. So what number is required to be multiplied by 6 so that it will become 12? So 2 will be required to be multiplied by 6. So 6 2 is 12. So here also we will write 2 and 5 2 is 10 means minus 10 by 12. Now clearly it can be seen which number is greater. So if leftward you are moving and number is increasing with negative sign, it means they are getting smaller, right? So here leftward if you are moving, so first it will come 9, then left side it will come 10. So minus 10 is lesser than minus 9, right? So which one is greater? Minus 9 by 12 is greater than minus 10 by 12. It means what? Minus 3 by 4 is greater than minus 5 by 6. Even if 2 or more numbers you have, rational numbers, then what you need to do, same thing will be required to be done. First you write in standard form, denominator should not be negative, then take all the denominators and find out LCM, right? And then you make equivalent fraction of those. So every numbers will be having same denominator and then you see which number is smaller or greater. So in this way you can write in ascending order and descending order also. First of all you can find out which one is greater and smaller, and nextly you can arrange also the numbers in ascending or descending order. Okay. So next we have writing in standard form. So just now I told how to write in standard form. First step is what? Denominator should be made positive if it is not. So first step is what? 33 by minus 44. It will be required to be multiplied by minus 1, and this will be minus 33 divided by minus into minus plus, minus into minus plus, so it will become 44. Now what is standard form? Minus 33 by 44 you have. So it will be cancelled in such a way both the numbers must not be having. So simple way is there. Either if you know the table directly, it can be cancelled and can be written, or simply what you do, you factorize the number. Prime factorization is required to be made. So here you see 3 1 is 3 and 3 1 is 3. So minus 33 can be written as minus 3 into 11. In the same way, 44, if you are factorizing this, what you will get? 2 into 11. Now you see 11 and 11 will be cancelled and you will get minus 3 by 4. So this number what you got, minus 3 by 4, will be called the standard form of 33 by minus 40. What I was saying, that minus 33 by 44 if you had, simply what you could have done, minus 33 by 44, if you know the table, 11 3 ja 33, 11 4 ja 44, so minus 3 by 4 directly could be written. Or by this way, prime factorization you do, if bigger number you have, prime factorization you do, then you see which numbers are getting cancelled, you cancel, and then lastly you can write the answer. So in the same way, other questions are there in exercise. I hope you will be able to solve these. So I am not solving questions from exercise. I hope if all the things whatever I have discussed now, if you have gone through properly and sincerely you have seen, I think you will be able to solve all the questions from the exercise 1. And still, if you will be having any problem, just note down all the questions, and later whenever we will get time, we will discuss on that also. Till that, thank you.